using A, B, C, D in that order to denote the first, second, third, and fourth coefficients of the expressions below. Find the value of the expressions in the bracket beside each expression. Alright, here we have three different expressions that we need to find their coefficients and use their coefficients to simplify the expressions in the bracket. From the information we are given, the first coefficient of each expression is to be represented with letter A. The next one, B, next C, next D. If it continues, E, F, G, H, etc. And after which we will use the values to simplify what is given in the bracket. So to begin, let's attack question 1. 3x squared. We have term 3x cubed. We have term 3x cubed, term negative 5y squared, and then term t. Therefore, our very first term has coefficient of 3, which is represented by A. The second one we have, which is represented by B, that is for y squared, is negative 5. And the coefficient of t, which is C, is 1. Using this information, let us simplify what we have here. So 2 upon A plus B upon C will simply be the same as, let's simplify it down here. 2 upon A plus B upon C will be the same as 2 upon, what's our A? Our A is 3. Write it down. 3 plus, what's our B? Our B is negative 5. Negative 5 upon, what's our C? Our C is 1. So we can easily simplify this as negative 5 divided by 1 is negative 5. And negative times positive is negative. Therefore, this full part can be represented with just minus 5. Minus 5. Now, if we solve this out, fractionally, 3 multiplied 5 is 15. 15 subtracted from 2 will give us negative 13. So our answer ends up being negative 13 upon 3. That is the answer for the first expression. For the next expression, we have 2 upon 3w. This is the first term. Then in a bracket, we have v squared minus 5t. This will be multiplying that, plus a constant 6. Our very first coefficient, A, is 2 upon 3. So you write it down. A is equal to 2/3. What is B? The next coefficient, that's coefficient of V, positive 1. So coefficient of V squared, positive 1. 1. And what will be our C? Negative 5. Our C takes the place of negative 5. C is negative 5. Do we have D? 1, 2, 3. There is no D because this is a constant. Therefore, using this information, we want to simplify the expression given here. So let's solve it out. We'll say open a bracket, and they open a small bracket, A squared minus B squared, close the bracket, multiply all by C squared. This will be equal to, let's solve it right here. Open a small bracket. What's our A? Our A is 2 upon 3. So 2 upon 3, we're going to take the square of this, squared, minus, what's our B? Our B is 1. 1 squared, close the bracket, times, what's our C? Our C is negative 5. We're taking the squared. Negative 5 squared. So if we simplify this, bringing it out, 2 upon 3, 2 squared gives us 4. Upon 3 squared gives us 9. Minus 1 squared on its own gives us 1. We keep it in the bracket, after which we multiply it with negative 5 squared will give us 25. So let's simplify this. 9 times 1 is 9. So 4 minus 9 will give us negative 5. So we have negative 5 upon 9 multiply 25. Because that's what we have outside. You can leave it as 25 upon 1. So let's work this out and know what answer this is going to generate. If we multiply negative with a positive number, our answer will end in a negative. So negative 5 times 25 will give us negative 125. And 9 times 1 is 9. Our answer ends at this. We have simplified the second expression. The third expression is what we have as 15x squared plus 8x minus 3y. There are three terms here, which is 15x squared, positive 8x, and negative 3y. For this, our very first coefficient, which is coefficient of x squared, represented with a, is 15. Our b, which is the next one, coefficient of x, is 8. And our c, represented as negative 3, is right here. Therefore, to solve the expression, which is b squared minus 4ac, we need to find the value of b squared, which is 8 squared minus 4 times, what's our a? 15. 15 times, what's our c? Negative 3. So to solve this, first we know that 8 squared will give us 64. 8 squared will give us 64. Negative multiplying negative will give us positive. So write it down. Now we're going to work out 4 times 15 times 3. First, 4 times 15 will give us 60. So 60 times 3 is going to give us 180. Therefore, 64 add 180, this is going to give us a total of 244. 244 becomes our answer for this last question. Did you see? What we have ended up doing is using the coefficient of each of the terms in the algebraic expressions given here to simplify the numbers we have been given. I hope you understood today's lesson. Try pausing the video from stage to stage and work it out by yourself, as that will make you develop your skills some more.